back up out of the bowels here. It's a lovely evening in the tower. And, you know, we'll have some better light that we can use to enjoy this new stuff. So let's take a look at my inventory. This is an inventory that was built for me in a test environment. So immediately I'm going to go on record and say that there are things in this inventory that do not belong to me. This is all here for illustration purposes only. However, I have old exotics that I love.
Sure.
I have Dark Below weapons that I love. I even have launch day weapons that I love. I've been hanging on to that shadow price since the game launched.
Okay.
All right, so if I want to upgrade these things, I need something called Etheric Light.
Where do we get that?
Etheric Light
comes from the endgame activity, so you can get it from Prison of Elders, you can get it from Trials of Osiris, and also there's a chance in Nightfall and in Iron Banner.
Okay, so even if you don't own the DLC, you can still upgrade your old stuff to
Absolutely.
new stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
We're bringing people along, even if
Okay.
the Queen's wrath is not compelling enough for them to crave revenge.
So you're still going to be able to get up to light level 34 without touching the DLC.
Right. May take a little longer, but
Might-
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Might take a little longer. It's going to be a lot less fun. Check that out.
365.
365 shadow price. What else would we like to upgrade? Sound off in chat right now. I am now taking requests so that I can prove that we're going to upgrade your favorite weapon. I'm looking at chat right now, and you want to see the
I
Mythoclast?
want to see the Mythoclast.
Okay. This Mythoclast does not belong to me. There are many like it. This one is not mine.
Okay.
So I have not upgraded this Mythoclast.
The one that I have belongs to me.
Oh, you're out of weapon parts. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's
Actually,
unfortunate.
I stored my weapon parts
Why
because I
don't you
needed
just
room for all
inspect
this
my
new stuff.
Mythoclast that I'm about to put on?
Okay, here we go. Where are you? Are you
I'm standing right next to you. So I filled out that bubble,
Yep.
and it now looks like my Mythoclast has thawed and is now a 365 Mythoclast, which is awesome.
Also, you may have noticed it did not reset all your progression.
It did not reset my progression.
Nice. Look at that.
So obviously, you're not going to start off with having these materials. You're going to have to get them. So
yep.
a lot of people are probably watching and are like, that was so easy.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to run out of content really quick.
You still have to go get your
You still
Ethereal
have to
Light.
get it, meaning you're going to have to do the everything, just
Yep.
the everything.
But once you get that, as you know, was just said, your Mythoclast is ready to rock.
Yeah, so the chances of just jumping in and immediately being level 34 is not possible.
Right.
Right. That's right.
Cool.
So
Is
same
the
thing can be done to,
Prison of Elders going to be immediately unlocked?
in order to, like anything in the Destiny endgame, in order
Yeah.
to play the Prison of Elders, you have to finish the story.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
You got to become legend, as they say.
Yeah, people
right.
are clamoring for that Fatebringer.
Fatebringer.
Do you have weapon parts now?
I don't need weapon parts. I need
Spinny metal.
spinny metal,
Boom.
and there's a 365 Fatebringer. Let's see. Is the Gallarhorn still relevant? I'm looking at you, Spider. The Gallarhorn is, in fact, still relevant. This one has not been upgraded. There are many like it. This one is not mine. But as you can see here, anybody who is holding a fully upgraded Gallarhorn and has a few weapon parts and an exotic shard and enough glimmer laying around can upgrade that Gallarhorn.
So we don't need Xur anymore for upgrading exotics.
Correct.
Correct.
We can do it whenever we dang
Yep,
please.
Yep. Although Xur will sell you shards.
Shards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you may need to go to Xur to buy shards. You may
Okay.
need to go to Xur to buy weapons that you can then shard. So there are still things for you to do and to aspire for and to hope for.
So yeah, so every legendary weapon, piece of armor in the game can now be upgraded. So for
Awesome.
any release.
Awesome.
Including my very favorite legendary belt-fed heavy machine gun. I'm actually going to enjoy this a lot. The Deviant
What perks do
Gravity
you have on
A.
yours?
What perks do I have on mine? This is one I like. I like to expect to find more ammo for this
so
weapon.
far we're looking similar.
Yeah, that's badass. Although yours is void instead of arc, but I'm very happy that I'm going to have my fallen captain killer.
Yeah.
I've actually used this already to take down some nasty villains.
Take a look at that shotgun you just bought, actually.
Okay, so let's equip that.
That's got a couple new perks on it. So
Ooh, nasty.
What do we
What
have
is that
on there?
above Ascension over there?
Reforge ready.
So,
The gunsmith can reforge this weapon.
right.
Change
so,
its available upgrades, but resetting any progression or ascension.
So yeah, you'll be able to, with the new House of Wolves weapons, be able to reforge them, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so not my existing legendaries, but if I buy new legendaries from the Vanguard, from the Crucible, from my favorite faction,
Correct.
I can then come here to the gunsmith. He's going to allow me to reforge weapons. I do not have weapon parts.
Just dismantle some
Here we go.
stuff.
Here we go. Here we. I'm not going to dismantle some.
Run all the way to the vault.
Dismantle some
Just
stuff.
dismantle things.
Just
You have
dismantle some
270
stuff.
in there. You're good.
And take.
There you go.
Did that give me? Let me take a look at my inventory.
Chat is losing it
Are they
over the
losing it?
Oh, they're losing it over reforging.
Reforging's going to be cool. So,
A lot of people ask for those.
Sleep in the living trade.
all right.
Guardian.
I can't help but notice he also has Talims.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has Talims now.
Yep.
That's cool.
So I am acquiring a reforging.
You know what you
All right, so we need to do this until we get shot package.
Well, I don't
and
know if
hammer
we're not
forward.
going to be here till Tuesday. So I have linear compensator, I have replenish, I have speed reload, and I have army of one. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Acquiring. Are you sure you're acquiring? Yes, I'm acquiring. Go.
Thanks.
Open character. Back to the shoddy. It looks nasty. I mean, it looks like
Yeah, and there's a lot of new perks too.
it looks
that I'm
like I would
noticing.
use that
Yeah.
to like actually hold up the new monarchy better.
Sure.
That's the bad man's shotgun. Rangefinder, speed reload, cascade. You get the idea.
Yeah.
You can do this all day until you run out of motes of light, until you run out of gun parts. And when you take a look at the stuff that we're asking you to spend, it's the stuff that a lot of people have in reserve.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good use for some of the things that you might have been stockpiling. We knew that was going to make a lot of people happy, and it's a lot of fun to show it off.
Next time.
That is awesome. There's a lot of upgrades for old raid gear and stuff, which to me kind of makes the old raids a lot more relevant
Yep.
than if we were just moving on. And as a new player, a lot more approachable because you'll have two sources to get your gear from.
Indeed.
In order to level up.
And all
multiple
of those
sources,
things
yeah.
apply here. So,
Yeah.
gloves of the heads and lords, vault of glass gear, you can ascend.
Yeah.
Let's come take a look at.
And all of your resources are relevant with the exchange over at the speaker now too. That's awesome.
Yep. So, is there anything in your inventory that you feel would go to waste or sit on the shelf? Take a look at your inventory.
Not really, because I can exchange, my ascendants, which I have 1,000 ascendant shards basically.
You have 3,651 weapon parts.
Yeah, I'm gonna use those.
You're going to use those.
Yeah, I need to make weapons to, something.
Another cool part of this is that now everybody at the at the maximum level is going to look different, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Like,
great, yeah.
Some people are going to be running around in
Something a
vault
lot
of
of
glass
people-
gear, some Iron Banner gear. Like,
Are you familiar with transmogging in
Yep.
Blizzard games?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Constant feedback on our forum. People
Yeah.
love a transmog system.
So this is basically that. I mean, since all the gear can be at the top level, you can just
Well,
ascend it.
we're not taking features and attributes from one gear and allowing you to apply it to another.
Right,
What we
exactly.
are doing is making everything relevant that you can enjoy. I've got to check out.
A lot of people are asking about the glimmer cap, and I've never been someone who really feels like a higher glimmer cap is super necessary.
Yeah.
But is that something you guys have considered, or is it basically like if you're capping your glimmer all the time, then why aren't you spending it type thing? Especially now with the new,
Yeah.
yeah.
new sinks for it and stuff.
Yeah,
new weapons
exactly.
and
There's a
whatnot,
lot
yeah.
more sinks for your old materials, and your old materials can become glimmer, so is that
Indeed.
even necessary?
Indeed.
Yeah, we're definitely always we're always looking at that stuff, looking at people's feedback, sort of keeping an eye on what, things like caps and different materials and whatnot. So we're always kind of evaluating that stuff. As you see with our patches, we try and address, the most important of those as they come up. So if that proves to be an issue, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah. Were we able to reach into the mind of our investment designers, we could probably answer that question with much greater detail.
Okay.
But, yeah, I can tell you that that piece of feedback has landed. It's just a matter of how does player feedback match up with our own experiences, our own learnings in playing the game, because we are fans of our own game,
Right.
and what are our goals for the overall experience?
Are there any new ghost shells?
Not at this time. Not at this time. We're being pretty giving today.
Okay. Not today, guys. We're not.
Yep. And you know what I feel in order to be completely honest here, This is not my Gallarhorn. I did not earn this
That's
Gallarhorn.
mean. That's rude.
I'm going to dismantle it as a
Okay.
gesture of honesty
Sure.
and goodwill. I need weapon parts. So until everyone has an opportunity to own a Gallarhorn, I will not accept one. That is my promise to the community. Plus, I don't need one because I have a Thunderlord, and that's really a more skilled weapon anyway.
What's Bungie's stance on player trading?
Player trading.
Player trading.
It's something we've thought about. We've been talking about player trading ever since, the pros and cons of it ever since the, beginning of time. So
Yeah.
it's something where, there's downsides to it,
Obviously, right,
and
yeah.
there's upsides. So
I'm not a huge proponent of it, but
Yeah.
I just
It's some-
because I feel like it would take away a lot of the end game if your buddy
Yeah.
could just hand you everything. But
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of people ask about it, so obviously I want to know your thoughts on it and try to stay as
yeah, sure.
neutral as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the investment designers, there are a lot of conversations I'm sure that happen about that. We're always, considering features like that. Personally, I prefer not to have player trading, but
Yeah, I agree
again,
with you.
you'll get different opinions,
yes,
across the
I do
entire
that.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel right unless I asked, guys. I have to ask.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember, the time I have pined for a Thunderlord for a long time. I used this gun on stage in front of people for a week at Gamescom.
Okay.
And I thought, this gun is so awesome. This is fully upgraded at home. On this test build, it is not. I'm going to be able to upgrade this thing to 365. I'm going to keep it with me. I acquired my Thunderlord after a Crucible match. I was playing a game with Datto and Leopard Stealth.
Did you have a high score?
And I did not have the high score, but
you
I
got a
held
Thunderlord?
I held my own.
Okay.
I held my own. I
Did
was
you-
there.
were you positive,
I
KD?
thought I had maybe a .83 KD,
Okay,
which
that's
is good
that's
for me.
not
That's not-
.82, so you're
It's
Yeah.
it's .01 better than.
yeah, exactly. So
But I
think
got
that's
my
the cutoff
Thunderlord.
point.
And and I can always, if somebody says, "How'd you get that?" I'm like, "Ask Datto. We were in the Crucible. I won it. I was very happy." But if that story ended up being Datto gave it to me, then
Yeah, that's
it's less interesting for me. There are people who will disagree with me. There are people who have 5 Gallarhorns and they have a friend who has 0 Gallarhorns, and they would like a trading system.
Is there a cap on etheric light that you can earn in a week like there is Vanguard marks, or is it basically if you're lucky enough to get a whole crap load of it, then you're good?
There's no cap that I'm aware of.
No cap that we are aware of. Cool.
Yeah, but there are activities that you can run only so many times throughout the course of a week. But there's
Right, so there's a weekly reset on the
Yeah.
arena. Trials of Osiris is just on the weekend. Obviously, you can only do your nightfalls.
If it was a
Iron Banner,
weekend and you played Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris, I mean they might relap. Iron Banner usually lasts a full week.
Sure.
But if Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris and you played the Nightfall and you were doing your Prison of Elders, you could hit the Mother Load.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyway,
I think I hit all of the hot button questions.
the hot burning questions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then there's nothing left to do but to slow walk the tower.
Did we want to check out maybe the dead orbit weapons or?
I gave it a look.